Hey everyone, welcome. You're listening to the Lowe Show right here on YouTube.com. I'm Kim Lowe, and you can always reach me for a reading or a feng shui consultation or perhaps a session on mediumship at kimlalowe, Lowe.com. Today's show, we're going to be talking about the different houses in an astrology chart. There are 12 of them, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the association of the assistance of the archangels. There is a specific archangel that is in charge of each house of the astrology chart, and I think it's just fascinating. And it's also something that perhaps maybe you never thought of. So let's get into it right away. So in your particular natal chart, there are 12 houses, and the first house is the house of Aries. And Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So I'm going to be starting with Aries, and this particular archangel that assists Aries in the first house is Ariel, and that makes sense, doesn't it? And because Aries is a fire sign, but it's known to have the first spark of life, and so basically it is connected with a new soul, probably not one that has incarnated many times. And so Ariel's job is to assist the Aries sign in the first house for making contact with the body, with the physical itself, with actual nature, connecting to nature. This may be the first time Aries has maybe been on the planet. So this is something that perhaps you may feel a little bit uncoordinated with your relationship to perhaps animals or to perhaps nature itself. So Ariel is there to really explain to you and to help you assimilate the frequencies and the harmonics that nature can really provide for you. So if you are under the sign of Aries, or if you have a lot of planets in your first house, call upon Ariel. Give these particular archangels permission to come in and to assist you on these particular specific matters. The second house is ruled by Taurus. Taurus, the bull, it's an earth sign. And Shamuel is the archangel who is in charge of assisting this particular house, the second house. The second house rules finances. It also Shamuel is also called upon to really kind of lighten up perhaps our belief systems, or perhaps our unwillingness to change, a little bit stuck. Maybe perhaps we're being a little bit stubborn and not as open-minded as we could. This Shamuel really helps bring about inner peace, and also to really help you find your voice. You know, Taurus people are very well known for their singing abilities and their voice and what they put their voice behind, or supporting issues and things like that. So Shamuel is a wonderful archangel for finding things. If you've lost something, I know a lot of us have different guides, or perhaps we ask our higher self, what do we do with our keys or our phone or our shoes? But Archangel Shamuel is really someone who can help you find those particular lost items as well. The third house is ruled by Gemini. Gemini, of course, is an air sign, and Gemini likes to not be so serious, likes to really go about like a little butterfly and gather, and gather data and bring it back so it can present that to the group. And that's exactly what Archangel Zadkiel helps Geminis with. The third house is all about communication, and Zadkiel really helps the level of communication, brings more compassion into the conversation, also brings in more of an understanding for any type of the written word. This particular house is said to be ruled by scribes in the ancient times. So if you're a writer and you are looking for perhaps assistance from up above, call upon Zadkiel. Also, one of Zadkiel's specialties is promoting forgiveness. So that communication of forgiveness between two people, or perhaps a group. So call upon Archangel Zadkiel. In the fourth house is ruled by Cancer. It's a water sign. It's the house of home. It's the house of parenting. It's also the house that is nurturing, and Archangel Gabriel is the archangel here. So invite Archangel Gabriel into the home itself to provide balance, to provide a nurturing atmosphere, to really dissolve any type of arguments or fighting or anything as such as perhaps takes place when there's disagreements within the home. Also, Gabriel is wonderful for helping you find the right nurturing words and conversation to help you find that sacred space, not only within yourself, but how you relate to others in more of a sacred way. This also Archangel Gabriel is also a messenger and has appeared many, many times to people in concerns of family, of pregnancy, of having the comfort within the home. Cancers call upon Gabriel to when you're in need of comforting as well. Perhaps when you need a little mothering all of your own. The fifth house is all right. It's ruled by Leo. It's a very creative house. It's more of a dramatic showman type. It's also where the children reside. I love the fifth house. It's the fun house. It's a lot of romance and a lot of interconnected relationships there. Also, it is the archangel that rules this particular house is Zadkiel. And Zadkiel, he's a fascinating archangel. He actually is the gatekeeper to sacred knowledge. And go to him, give him permission to come into your particular part of the world so that you have the knowledge on being the best parent you can possibly be. We don't have a parenting manual that comes with our infant when they're first born. You can get them now, but it's one of those kinds of things that gives you that inner security, that inner knowing. Also, the wisdom that you will be a leader within your family and a beautiful legacy that you can leave to your children of the sacred knowledge. So if you would like to contact Raziel, and also he also rules the subconscious. So if you have any dreams that are unexplainable, or perhaps you wake up and you say, I have no idea what that meant, what is that particular message? Just get quiet and call upon him, Raziel, and he will give you signs, or you will hear certain words, or perhaps a tune in your head that will explain and help you unfold that particular message from the subconscious. The sixth house is ruled by Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign, and the particular flavor of the sixth house, it has to do with your health. It has to do with your employment, your work. So the archangel who is in charge and who is standing by ready to assist you in these particular realms is Metatron. Metatron is a wonderful number analyst. He has a wonderful concept built in of sacred geometry. He also he's very much associated with the Merkaba. He has a wonderful way of bringing about a healing. And so if you want to call on Metatron, if there is some type of a medical issue, or perhaps someone in the family is battling something, or perhaps you're coming up to something in your particular field of employment that perhaps you're having your doubts. Is this really my passion? Is this really the reason why I'm on the planet? Sometimes the reason why you're on the planet has nothing to do with your day-to-day way of making a living. Metatron helps blend those together for you so that you can go ahead, not only have the financial security, but also going on your path of your mission in life. So call upon Archangel Metatron. And all of you Virgos out there, you worry a lot, and I know you want to do things that are just right and just so, and have an explanation for everyone for it. Archangel Metatron can assist you in that. The seventh house is the seventh house of partnerships, contracts, legal partnerships, marriage. These particular realms are covered by the zodiac sign of Libra. It's an air sign. Libras love to have everything balanced. They love to have everything that is just and right. And their particular archangel is Jophiel. Now, we call Jophiel the feng shui angel because I'm a feng shui consultant. So we call upon Jophiel a lot if we're having perhaps a little bit of a challenge in rearranging or staging a home, or perhaps we have two people who are moving into a home, designing a new home, and they both have opposite tastes of what they'd really like. So we call upon Archangel Jophiel to balance out the two particular energies into a compatible frequency so that they can make their sacred space their own. And I also call upon Jophiel as well for relationship harmony, whether it's relationship with my beloved or perhaps my children, or perhaps my coworkers or my groups, or anything that you're dealing with where people are really close to you. And contracts, if you're having trouble perhaps coming to an agreement in a contract, or you're battling a legal case, Archangel Jophiel is there to really assist you in balancing out what's fair, showing you perhaps if you're perhaps unbalanced way over on this side, it'll bring you into an harmonic decision. And so call upon Jophiel. She also has this wonderful way of not only beautifying the outside, but also the inside of you, the way that you're thinking, the words that you're using, the way you express yourself, your style, your grace, how you hold yourself, also how you display your love and your communication, so that you're using these beautiful words. And when you're thinking about something, and you know, this is very good for self-healing, because a lot of us have an ingrained nature to really not see the value of ourselves. So we have a tape going around, you know, you loser, you shouldn't have done that, you're an idiot, blah, 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 blah. But you're talking about yourself. So call upon Archangel Jophiel, because she will help you and assist you on finding your self-worth and finding the beautiful you that the universe cherishes so muchly so. So if you're feeling low and depressed, and you've made a mistake and you're being too hard on yourself, Archangel Jophiel will help you see that beautiful you that we all see and love. Okay? The eighth house is ruled by the water sign of Scorpio. It's a very deep, intimate, transformational house, and it is ruled by Jeremiah. And Jeremiah has the ability to, I want to say, confront these transitional ways. You know, some people are extremely, they carry a fear. They're very afraid of death and their time on earth. And when they do that, they live in constant restriction. So they do not have an opportunity to get in the flow of the cosmos, of the universe, to let things flow through them. So they're constantly pounding their heads against a wall because they're trying to fit just so, instead of letting it flow, getting in and accepting and loving that the control is really of the universe. And so with Jeremiah, he will come in and he will assist in any Scorpio type of transformation that really is permanent, is very deep to the soul, but very much needed. Helps you erase the fear of perhaps endings and letting you see that those are just new beginnings and that there really is not anything to fear. Transformation and change is active in all of our lives. And in every situation that you have, it's going to come, it's going to expand, it's going to constrict, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. It is life changing and flowing and moving. And sometimes, yes, it's deep, deep, deep where we really need to reach our understanding. Other times it's very, probably of a higher realm where we just don't understand, or perhaps we don't have the knowledge of why this is happening to us. So Jeremiah is the one that so tenderly takes you through this deep transformation. So call upon him and give him permission to come in and really make that path wide, light, and easy. We've got the ninth house of wisdom, spirituality, travel. That is in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius has, known as the world traveler, known as the most independent, free loving spirit. And Raguel, yes, he is the one who his frequency matches that perfectly. So call upon him if you are doing any type of long-term travel or international travel, or if you're taking any type of higher education and you're fearing an exam that perhaps you don't feel as though you're prepared for. Archangel Raguel will come in, and this is also a talent that he has. You can call upon this so that you can help the groups come to an understanding where perhaps if your whole family is going on a trip and one doesn't want to go, one feels bad, one doesn't like where you're going, or one doesn't want to leave something behind, or and here you're trying to have a cohesive group. Call on Archangel Raguel, because he will come in and he will form everyone into the same frequency where you can all agree upon things and you can travel in this wonderful cohesive unit where the fun can finally take place. The 10th house of fame, it is ruled by the earth sign of Capricorn. This is where your reputation, this is where, why you are on the planet comes into play. Azrael is the archangel who governs and who assists in this particular house. This particular house also, sometimes when you're coming up and you're being honored, you've worked very, very hard, it's time for your recognition. It's time to be validated. And when this happens, sometimes you've got a lot of resistance about people that perhaps don't really feel comfortable around happy people, don't really know how to recognize their brothers or sisters, or perhaps they have revenge or jealous or envy that they have not dissolved within their particular life span. Azrael comes in and really forms a barrier around you so that you can be validated in a wonderful way, instead of you coming to the pinnacle of your chart and wearing a target that everybody wants to take you down a notch. This is something that these archangels can really assist you on, and Azrael, that's his specialty. So for you to get your accolades the way that you should, call upon Archangel Azrael. Okay? We've got the 11th house. The 11th house is about networking, groups, friends, hopes and wishes. And Aquarius energy is the frequency in the 11th house. And that 11th house, Aquarius is an air sign. So it brings people together in groups to talk, to chat, to get to know one another, to exchange services. This is a wonderful time. And the archangel that rules this particular house and assists in these particular communicative ways is Uriel. And Uriel brings something else to the table. He actually raises the frequency so that new ideas can be made, new people can form new groups, or new perspectives can be brought into the group to give that particular motivating factor more power. More power. So call upon Archangel Uriel to bring you into an association, make new friends, bring you into perhaps a new networking group where you can have some advancements and learn some new techniques that are going to not only benefit you personally, but also is going to be good for your family and also your group at large. The 12th house. The 12th house is the house of subconscious intuition, creativity. It's ruled by Pisces. And this particular house, Pisces, a water sign, goes with the flow, is very much in tuned to the unseen energy. This is what happens behind closed doors. This is the support that runs perhaps when we are not in our bodies, when we are not aware. And this particular angel is Sandalphon. And I know he's a favorite for everyone. A lot of people walk with Sandalphon at night when they're sleeping, when they're recharging. If you're having a really hard time sleeping through the night, call upon Archangel Sandalphon, for he will be there protecting you, guiding you. And if you are to perhaps, while you're sleeping, work on a new subconscious level, or perhaps you want to leave the body and do astral journeying, Sandalphon will protect you and will guide you and will keep you into a specific realm that will make it easy when you wake up in the morning, that you're not so groggy, that you're not so foggy, making that transition of recharging one's battery and also living on the subconscious plane. So Sandalphon is very good. He also has a wonderful talent for all of those particular intuitive feelings or longings or wishes or messages that you would like to give to the universal one, to God, to source. He is the messenger for all of those particular messages and prayers. He also helps the creative juices as far as tuning into the angelic realm, as far as music, dance, any type of painting, the artists, filmmakers, writers, these people who create from their souls. They feel with their heart, they express their creativity of many, many incarnations or many, many expressions that yet have not reached the planet. Sandalphon will help in getting these into your everyday life on planet Earth. And that's all of the 12 houses in astrology. If you would like to learn a little bit more about your personal chart, I'm offering free natal charts for you at kimlalowe.com. That's LOWE.com. And you can book some time with me where we can go over your chart so I can explain it to you, pull in the angelic realm, also give you any kind of messages from the other side, from loved ones as well, so that you can see how your chart comes alive and actually is part of you. It's living, it's breathing, it's changing all the time, and it's something that I feel like you have a better understanding of your path ahead. Until next time, may the angels protect you and guide you.